1 o'clock, 3-man front. The entire gang is here. We're watching basketball. SEC basketball tournament. Kentucky leading Missouri 50-37, 14 and a half minutes to play in that one. Meanwhile, if you missed the big news, and Conrad will lay it all out for you, but bracketology, I will give you the beginning and the cliff notes. Miami of Ohio, who was 31-0, the MAC tournament, they lose their first round game to UMass. All of the bracketologists saying Miami of Ohio is in. What does that mean for a team like Auburn that, as of this morning, was the last team into the NCAA tournament after the win over Mississippi State? Conrad, take it away.
Yeah, so this was posted by Joe Lunardi about 10 minutes ago now, and I will just read for you exactly what he has. So he has Miami, Ohio. They are now part of the last four teams in, but they are at the top of the last four teams in. You now have Auburn. They have been bumped to the first four out. They are the first team out of the tournament. And he writes, Miami, Ohio remains in the field as an at-large bid following the loss to UMass. Auburn falls out of the field pending its date later this afternoon with Tennessee. So that would lead you to believe that if Auburn does pull off the victory over Tennessee and Nashville a little over an hour from now when we expect that game to tip, that they would jump back into the last four in, and SMU would then get knocked out of the tournament. So you need to win in Nashville today if you're the Auburn Tigers to keep your hopes alive.
I don't know how Auburn fans feel, but I was telling him, and Pat and I were having a conversation last night on the way home, but I don't mind Auburn having to win a game like this over Tennessee to get in.
Well, they put themselves in this position.
And I understand the bubble is what it is, but this team playing down the stretch, and I've been as down on them as anybody. But yesterday, a win over Mississippi State, that's well and good, but play up to your potential. Let's say you play 40 minutes of basketball against a quality team that can D you up, and they've got plenty of talent, and in a team that handed it to you. You're able to close it late, but handed it to you in Knoxville. Win against a quality opponent. And I think we all consider Tennessee would be in the top, if we're going 16 teams, they'd be in, I think they're a top five in the league.
Yeah, there's no doubt about that, and they're going to be healthy again because we expect Nate Ament to be back and good to go for the Vols today, and so that's going to be just another layer of that Auburn has to overcome. But yeah, you want to get in the tournament, go beat a quality, 5-6 seed in the NCAA tournament, do that in Nashville, and I think everyone will say, okay, yeah, that strength of schedule, that win over Florida, that St. John's win, that Arkansas blowout win early in the year, yeah, all right, those have paid off for you. You've earned your spot, but you got to earn it today. You got to earn it in about an hour.
Well, the cold weather is back, but the warm weather is going to be back before you know it. You know how it is in the spring in the South. It's pretty unpredictable, but what is very predictable, with the warm weather, there's going to be termites and there's going to be pests, and you want to protect your home or your business with the Centricon system with our friends at Stark Exterminators. Spring, well, that's going to bring not only the termites, but ants, roaches. I know the Asian lady beetles have been out in full force. Well, you want to make sure the inside of your home, the outside, is protected. All of those insects and pests, they do serve a purpose in God's ecosystem, but they don't belong in your house. Call our friends at Stark Exterminators today. They've been family-owned for over 62 years, and 100% of your satisfaction as a customer is guaranteed. Call for the free home or business pest inspection. It's really simple. 855-STARK now, or visit starkexterminators.com. One of their talented team members come out to your home, inspect it thoroughly inside and out, address any issues like we had with the ants in the bathroom over 3.5 years ago. Inside your home, outside your home, they're going to make sure you're protected. Once again, give them a call, 855-STARK now, or go to starkexterminators.com. Always tell them Landrum from Jock sent you.
Some other conference tournament scores to pass along right now in the Big 12. Under 10 minutes to go, Iowa State's up by 17 over Texas Tech. Almost a final in the Big East Conference. St. John's is going to move on. They're up 85-70 over Providence. And right now in Charlotte, Virginia, they have a 6-point lead over NC State. 1 minute and 35 seconds left to go there. Still upcoming in just a little while, you'll have Washington and Wisconsin in the Big Ten tournament, that being played in Chicago, Louisville, and Miami. Central Florida and Arizona. Of course, we've got the Auburn game against Tennessee as well. You can hear that game over on our sister station, Jocks 2.
Just a few texts, because this is instant reaction, because I asked the question to Auburn fans, or I said I didn't know how Auburn fans felt. and gave my feelings. The text line, 205-834-9450. And it says, as an Auburn alum, we absolutely need to win this, but we don't deserve expletive this year. I've heard that from a lot of Auburn fans. Another one.
But you'll take it.
This is Brew. Auburn fan here. Even if we beat Tennessee, I don't believe we deserve to be in. We've looked atrocious over the last month. Let's pack it up and try again next year. Someone asking, how accurate are Joe Lunardi's predictions?
I mean, he is not number one in regards to accuracy, but he's up there.
I feel like, though, this year with the bubble being so weak, they're pretty on point with these projections.
The general consensus with Lunardi, because I was actually looking at this the other day because I was curious, is he's very good at predicting what teams will be in the tournament, but sometimes the order is where...
Or the seeding?
Yes, the seeding is where maybe he's not as accurate as others. But in terms of getting teams right, I think I saw over the last few years he's averaging like 66 of the 68 teams being correct. That's pretty good.
And I'm not trying to pit Lunardi because we obviously value his opinion and his knowledge, and we use his. But our resident bracketologist is Rocco, who has a really, really good percentage.
And he is the best of the best.
Yes, he is. Jason asks, has Don put out his latest national bracket projections? I don't know. Did you speak his name? He's like Candyman. We'll hear from him.
He chimed in, called into mine and Damien's show this morning, and he was, if you remember when we were at Social Taco on Tuesday, he was totally done with Auburn. Season's over, moving on to football, and then this morning he's back singing the praises and rallying the troops for the NCAA tournament.
Auburn fan here. I want them in the tourney because I want the whole nation to see how bad they are. That doesn't sound like an Auburn fan. Ken in Minnesota says Conrad's comment about a fun mustache reminded me of Super Troopers, LOL.
Yes. That's good.
You could be a Super Trooper.
I could.
Jimmy, Yugoslavia. I'll never stop. Steve from Tuscaloosa, I wonder how well the Savannah Bananas would do in the WBC if they were Team USA.
I think we've talked about
If
this
I see another
before.
Italy performance like I saw the other night, I vote Bananas in.
Are those minor league baseball? I know a lot of them played in college, but is that minor league players that have gone to the Bananas? Or
I think
what?
a lot of them.
Okay. I just didn't know like what exactly
I think it's kind of a mix.
it's a mix.
I think so.
Okay.
If I'm not mistaken.
No context because we were having the conversation earlier, but Joseph says, Molly, welcome to the party, the communist Conrad Byrne party.
Sweet, thanks.
Oh, that was when you...
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
You get my wife's name right.
This is Howie. Are y'all's basketball brackets open to anyone or only open to office people? I will pose that question to the commissioner. Commissioner Smith, Howie wants to play in the bracket. He can make up the money that I lost you that I told Molly not to pay for a fun bracket.
That's true.
He can go through Conrad. Can he?
Contact Conrad, Howie. You and Reba, get your brackets. Dribble your way to fat
What are you
stacks
blaming
of
me?
cash. Why are you upset?
Huh? I was getting upset at the Iowa State game.
Yeah, because you're having to watch that awful court.
Hey, just wanted to pass this along. This is an interesting note I just came across. Mitchell Northam, who writes for USA Today, does a women's basketball podcast, is reporting that Alabama head coach Christy Curry has emerged as a top target at Northwestern.
Interesting. Price of success.
We can't have anything nice.
I'll be honest, she's done a great job at Alabama. I've never seen her name up for another job. So for her name to come up potentially.
Maybe she's trying to get a raise.
Jimmy
Maybe
Sexton's at it again.
Maybe her agent does what all the other ones do.
Leave the SEC for the Big Ten.
Maybe a little more longevity there at Northwestern.
Well, we knew one day they would come for it because we brought Molly into the SEC from the Big Ten, so inevitably they were going to try to take something away from us, and now just had to be Alabama.
Yeah, it did.
I know it breaks Molly's heart that Iowa lost in the Big Ten tournament today.
Oh, just so sad.
Ohio State beat them 72-69.
It's really a lose-lose in that one.
Yeah.
All right, coming up next, we got 5 questions from Pat. We'll try to answer those questions. Pat ponders on the way. Missouri hanging around the SEC basketball tournament. Kentucky leading 58-51, 10.5 minutes to go. There, Auburn taking on Tennessee. Bracketologists, most of them agreeing nationally that with Miami of Ohio's loss in the MAC tournament, that Auburn is in a must-win. They must beat Tennessee. Tennessee favored by 5.5. That one coming up following the conclusion of Missouri and Big Blue Nation. Well, our friends at the Garage in Pelham, they are open for business, whether it's warm, whether it's cold outside. They are there to take care of all your automotive needs, and they are stressing it, and it seems kind of funny because we got this cold snap or this cold weather that has come in, but air conditioning, and I didn't really think about this, but when do you really start having to use your air conditioner in your car? Well, it's not during the winter months, and maybe in the last week or so you've realized it, and maybe it was fine. But make sure that you're good to go for the summer, the really hot, dreadful months here in the Deep South. Well, good news. Our friends at the Garage in Pelham, right now, they've got $40 off of their AC checks. You can just go to their homepage at thegarageandpelham.com. But also, they got 4 new diagnostic service machines. They can handle even the newest refrigerants. Check out the reviews first and foremost, though. It's worth the drive. They got folks from Montgomery, Crane Hill that have used the garage for years, and they still bring their automobiles to be serviced. That's how much they trust them. It's worth the drive. Check them out. It's thegarageandpelham.com. Thegarageandpelham.com. When you walk in to that professional, clean lobby, say hello to Robert, Richie, and Bob, the owner, and always tell them Landrum from Jock sent you.
All right, I come up with questions every day. We will do that now. This is Pat Ponders.
I want to know what you're thinking. Tell me what's on your mind.
It's time for Pat Ponders.
Okay, question number 1. So 2 NFL quarterbacks who wear number 1 on their jersey, Kyler Murray and Tua Tagovailoa, were cut this week. That got me thinking. Who is the greatest football player to ever wear the number 1?
Well, Warren Moon was good.
Yes, he was. Hall of Famer.
I'm trying
Just staying there.
to. No, that's a good one. And as much as I would love to say Tua, I cannot. I'm trying to remember. Hang on one second. I need to see if this guy ever wore the number 1. It wasn't what he was most known for. I know what Pat's
I'm
trying
glad
to
that
get.
my answer was the first one that came up in my Google search.
I know what Pat's trying to get me to say.
Just say it.
I guess it's Cam.
Oh!
There it is.
Oh!
He took the bait.
Oh!
I was really looking for another option.
You
But it
look
would
like
be-
you just smelled a can of freshly popped
He was a great.
Surströmming.
Yeah, he was a great player. I can't deny that. I thought that he wore number 2. I thought Julio changed to number 1 when he got to the Titans. but he's
What
number 2.
what was the greatest Yankee to wear the number 1?
I don't know. Is it going to be Mark Sears again? Are we doing this again?
Yankee.
Yeah, no. It wasn't Babe Ruth. It wasn't Lou Gehrig. It wasn't Joe DiMaggio.
He was a manager.
It wasn't Mickey Mantle.
And a player.
And a player.
Did Joe Torre wear number? No, he was number.
Fans, man.
It's Oh crap! I hate when y'all put me on the spot.
Tirades. He was known. Oh, he would give it to the umpire.
Smoked a good cigarette in the
Yeah,
I
I
know.
know. It's. Just give me his name. I'm gonna forget it. It's not Casey. Whatever.
It's Billy Martin.
Billy Martin. Okay, sorry. No, before my time. I forgot about that.
But Warren Moon was the right answer.
Jamar Chase is number 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In terms of right now. Very good. It's Cam. Because I know it's Cam. It is. It's Cam.
He's so easy.
I know.
I knew where Pat was going with that.
Couldn't resist.
I know.
But isn't it ironic that those 2 guys wear number 1 and
Is
they're
that what we would call
looking
it?
for jobs?
Is that the word for it?
Sure. All right, let's stay in the NFL, okay? You're the general manager of the Pittsburgh Steelers, but you only have 2 options for quarterback. Do you bring back Aaron Rodgers or sign Kirk Cousins? Which one of those two are you most likely to do if you're the general manager of the Steelers?
Oh, you know what? Both have had significant injuries. I'm going to take the guy that I want to be around every day. I will go Kirk Cousins.
I'd probably go Aaron just because I know it's a new coaching staff, but he's got more familiarity within the locker room. And I know Kirk came back and did some good things for Atlanta last year.
The last pass that we saw Aaron Rodgers throw, I'll remind everybody, was a pick six.
Yes,
Yeah.
it was. I'd go Aaron.
No, I'll go Kirk. Mostly because of what Landrum said. He's probably a more enjoyable person to be around.
Yeah, they're at the peak of their career.
Yeah.
Kirk seems too nice for Pittsburgh, though. Like, they're gritty. I don't know. The personality.
There was a report this morning that gave the indication that Pittsburgh and McCarthy, they want Rodgers back. And the reason why is because they have not been active whatsoever in this whole quarterback situation. Because, Kyler Murray, that was kind of rumored that potentially they'd be interested in him. But
he's going to the Vikings.
But this was an NFL Network report this morning that they felt that Aaron Rodgers
be a fun full circle moment for
was going to be back
him and McCarthy
for the Steelers.
I'm so mad that Tua didn't go to the Vikings and now Kyler Murray's going to go to the Vikings.
I still can't believe that Kenny Pickett didn't work out.
Who has smaller hands, you think? Kenny Pickett or Kyler Murray? I guess Kenny Pickett.
Yeah. Kenny. All right, shalom.
I think it's Kenny.
That picture I showed you last night was funny, though.
It was.
Question number 4.
I need more of that.
Yeah.
What's the smallest crowd you've witnessed at a game or a sporting event you've attended? Why don't you have your mic on when you're laughing? That is good radio.
No, because it gives certain things away, though. Sometimes.
That's the way I worded it.
Smallest?
Yes.
If he laughs too hard,
I mean,
Pat,
it
he has
could
a
be-
tendency to poot a little bit.
Yeah.
That's right.
what he's worried
Yeah,
about.
sometimes. That's a really funny question that you asked, Pat. I would say one of my Little League baseball games, probably.
Oh, that's an easy
Yeah,
out.
we're not accepting that answer.
He trapped me with one question. I'm not letting
Are
it
we
happen
going-
with two
are we
in
going
the same day.
non-pandemic? You want to go non-pandemic here?
Yeah, let's go non-pandemic. I guess I should have. Now you're acting like Cole, asking these detailed questions.
No, but it makes a difference when everybody was allowed to come into the arena and there was no safety guardrails that were put up.
Yeah,
It
the
was
fire marshal was not standing at the door.
Yeah, it was a Division I basketball game that I was calling, and I think at last count there was, with team officials and stadium personnel, around 130 something people.
Okay, I guess it counts because it's an athletic event. I went to a Alabama volleyball game in college, and there were not a lot of people there. Like a couple hundred.
I'll be honest, there were a couple of Nebraska, both men's and women's basketball games that I danced at that there were not, because we weren't good at basketball when I was a student. We won 7 games my freshman year.
I think there's a lot of former
7.
Nebraska students that did not go
They didn't. No
to
one
school
wanted
within
to.
decades of you. that
Hey,
would say
to
that.
be honest, when I was in college, Molly, before Colin Sexton and when Avery Johnson got there, it picked up. And then when Colin Sexton got there, people got excited.
Mm-hmm.
But before that, yeah, there were some Alabama basketball games I went to that were
There were
Empty.
some empty games.
empty.
I will say though, and it's kind of during COVID, but my freshman year as well, I got to go to the Big Ten women's basketball tournament in Indianapolis. But it was kind of right at the start before the lockdown started, and there was no one there, or at least like not as many people as you obviously have now. But that was also kind of the start of the pandemic. So
I can't wait to hear Pat's answer. Pat?
My answer was I went to a Canadian Football League game between the Birmingham Barracudas and the Shreveport Pirates at Legion Field.
What guess? 150, 200 people?
Maybe. But yeah, the Birmingham Barracudas and the Shreveport Pirates in the Canadian Football League.
Okay, with that, when I worked for the USFL, the first year it came back, and all the games for a week were at Legion Field. There was one game, it was like New Jersey and maybe New Orleans. Like the Stallions weren't playing. There were maybe 30 people. It was pretty empty.
It's a good one.
I feel like you're going to try to trap me again with the third time and 4 questions.
What are you so paranoid? What question are we on?
You know
by the
exactly
way?
what he's doing.
Yeah, everybody's out to get him.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. Question number 4.
Because you are.
This one's highlighted for Conrad. Let's see. I'm kidding. It's not. All right, you're at vacation at a 5-star hotel. Someone in the hallway is talking in their full voice in your floor's hallway, and it's 5 a.m. What do you do, if anything?
Put on
Earplugs?
the headphones. Yep. Different time in my life, I probably go out and say something, but not now. I just try to avoid the confrontation, put on the earphones, block it out.
Well, so my concern with that would be, so I'm going out in the hallway to, like, if it's somebody on a phone, yeah, it's annoying, but I'm probably earplugs or something to get it. Now, if it's somebody just walking up down the hallway talking to themselves, then we have a whole different situation on our hands.
Here's the issue when you would get Red A. Landrum. When a group of parents and their travel ball team wants to have a get-together after their games that day right in front of my door in the hallway. Because that did happen.
Sounds familiar.
I'll be honest, I'm a really heavy sleeper. So
it wouldn't bother you?
I don't think it would bother me.
Oh,
I
wow.
probably wouldn't even, I can barely wake up to an alarm half the time.
Yeah.
But if it did wake me up, I'd go headphones. But I'm pretty confident that it wouldn't.
I was about to say, I mean, if they're waking you up in the hallway, they got to be talking.
They gotta be loud.
Quite
yeah.
loud. Yeah.
But you know what I'm talking about with the group of parents and the kids, and they all want to rehash the day and what Johnny and Janie did. And like there is a lobby, there is a pool.
There's your own room.
Somebody, go in coach's room. Why are we doing this in the hall? We're not anymore. I'm tired. That happened.
Yeah, that question came from experience.
Final question from BB. A Tennessee couple was left with serious bodily injuries when a set of taxidermied antlers crashed down on them as they tried to enjoy dinner at a steakhouse.
Oh.
No.
Well, at least it's not a walrus penis. Imagine that thing falling in your plate.
They filed a lawsuit to address the injuries, stating that the restaurant was negligent in appropriately mounting the antlers, and they claimed that they had endured lasting mental anguish. Have you ever witnessed any restaurant decor accident? And does this make you think about where you're going to be seated at certain establishments?
No, but I have thought about that before. Like, who's the joker that put this thing up?
I was about to say, there's been times where you go to various Cracker Barrels and some of the stuff they have on the walls. You're like, man, that wagon better not fall on my head. I'm just saying.
I've never witnessed anything, but I'm with y'all. There's been a couple times I've thought to myself, I hope this doesn't fall while I'm sitting here.
I mean, there are some places that have some very obscure items on the wall, and you're
Yeah,
just
they
like,
do.
that better not.
Yeah.
No.
But that's bad.
Yeah, that would be problematic. I'm trying to. I mean, I've never seen anything fall off of a wall in a restaurant. I mean, you'll have people complain because they've got something in their food.
Well,
but-
because typically restaurants, if they have cool stuff on the wall, I'm not encouraging this. I'm just saying if you ever happen to try to take the picture off the wall, those things are in. Typically, if it's something nice with security screws, you're not getting that thing off the wall.
because someone has probably tried to take it off the wall and take
Yeah.
it with them in the past. Yeah.
They know somebody's going to want it and somebody's going to try to get it out of there. Now, maybe not so much with antlers what you said that's high above where it's out of reach and they just think it's up there and it's good?
I'll tell you where that would be a real problem, a real concern. I don't know if they're still in business, but the cafes that used to be jungle themed with the animatronics?
Oh, yeah.
That one would be concerning. I used to love that.
Is that the rainforest thing?
Cafe? Yeah.
They had one of those in Universal. That was crazy.
They had one at Opry Mills. That's where I went.
We actually couldn't get a table. I was hungry at the end of the day.
Yeah, they used to be packed.
Was it Universal or Disney? It was one of those, but yeah, it was the rainforest one. There was a lot going on there. It was like the Big 12 tournament floor.
Yeah.
You just forget about the food.
I feel like as a kid, it's awesome. As a parent, it's probably your worst nightmare.
I used to love birthday parties there.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
awesome.
it was
At where?
fun.
The rainforest.
Rainforest.
Place.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's like the mouse place, but like less creepy, so it's good.
Yeah.
I was showbiz. It wasn't Creepy Mouse back then. It was Creepy Talking Bear. That was me and Pat grew up on the Creepy Talking Bear.
Was it a bear or gorilla?
Oh, they had the gorilla. Was that Fats?
Yeah.
That played the keyboard?
Yeah.
And then you had the, I'll just say California guitar player. Can't remember.
That's a good way
which.
to put it.
Somebody.
And then you had Cheer Pom Pom Girl.
Mm-hmm.
She was
Remember that?
She was the eye candy.
Sure.
Okay, do y'all remember this? Because maybe this was when I was younger, before my time. Somebody texted in. They said, "What about the person at the Birmingham airport who had the sign fall on them?"
Oh gosh, that was tragic.
That was awful.
Awful.
Terrible.
Yes.
How long ago was that?
Yeah, when was that?
It was not long after the airport opened.
After
Oh,
they did the
man.
redo, right?
Correct.
Yeah, after they,
Yes.
Yeah, that's awful.
No, it
I
was-
did not know about that.
it was terrible.
Terrible.
That's today's Pat Ponders. When we come back on Three Man Front, we'll give you an update from Nashville. Things are getting very interesting between Mizzou and Kentucky.
136, things have gotten really interesting in Nashville. The SEC tournament second round. Missouri has battled back, trailing all of the game? Now it's a 1-point Kentucky lead. 2 minutes, 53 seconds remaining. Missouri's got the basketball, trailing 69-68. And a timeout on the floor. Ooh, Mark Pope. Just when you thought you were good after beating the worst team in the SEC.
Here's how you get back into a basketball game. They've shot 63% in the second half. 63%. Remember, first half I told you they shot 16% from three-point. They're 3 of 5 in the second half.
That's a solid 60% right there.
Yep.
You want to be solid? How about our friends at Prize Picks? It's America's #1 fantasy sports app. Prize Picks, it's simple to play. You pick more or less on at least 2 player stats. If you get the picks right, you can cash in. And on Prize Picks, how you play, it's up to you. You want flexibility, you go with a flex pay. You can get paid even if one of your picks misses. Today, we are going to go simple and standard. We're going to go college basketball. Tennessee and Auburn coming up in the next game there in Nashville. Keyshawn Hall, 16.5 points against a much better defense he's going to face than he faced yesterday.
I would say less.
Yeah, I'm going to say less. He had, 14 yesterday?
I agree with you guys. I'm going to go less there as well. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, Nate Ament, 17 points coming back from the injury. That seems like a lot.
I would go less for that as well. I don't know if he's going to might be on a minutes restriction. Less.
All right, we go less there. If both of those come out right, we're a winner. You can be a winner too. It's really simple. Download the Prize Picks app today. Use code WJOX. Get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code WJOX to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks. It's good to be right.
So as we begin the offseason in college football, you get all sorts of lists that get thrown out there. And Landrum's favorite writer in college football is Stuart Mandel, who writes for The Athletic. And he has just posted his top 25 coaching list. He does this every year around this time. Coming in at number 25, Brett Bielema, Illinois. Number 24, Rhett Lashley. Jeff Munkin at Army 23. Jeff Brom, Louisville at 22. John Summerall, our guest yesterday at 1 o'clock. He comes in at number 21.
Jump.
He was number 25 last year. So
I was about to say, if he has a good year this year, I think he'll be a lot higher next year.
Poor Lance Leipold. He was number 7 last year. He is now number 20.
Rock Chalk.
Okay, still underrated. But
Dabo Sweeney was a top 10 coach last year at number 6. He's now number 19.
Roy Bus.
Ooh, okay.
Mike,
this is just right now.
This is as we speak.
Yes.
Mike Elko was not rated last year. He's number 18. Josh Heupel went from 15 to 17. Willie Fritz jumped up from 23 to number 16.
No Cougars.
Clark Lee at Vanderbilt was not ranked. He's now number 15.
His dad's a sweet man.
Good.
Kirk Ferenz was number 16 last year. He's now number 14.
The best coach in the Big Ten.
Didn't know he was still with us.
Kalani Sitake, BYU, went up from 21 to 13. James Franklin is at number 12. He was at number 8 last year at Penn State. Now he's number 12 at Virginia Tech.
Hokie's going to be better.
Great hire for them, yeah.
Matt Campbell, he was number 9 last year at Iowa State. He's now number 11 at Penn State.
Finally left the nest.
All right, time for the top 10.
Woo!
He was not rated last year, according to Stuart Mandel. At number 10, Mario Cristobal.
Wow, he wasn't even in the top 25. Okay.
Number 9, he was number 14 last year. The new head coach of the Michigan Wolverines, Kyle Whittingham.
All right.
Okay.
Now we're getting down to some nitty-gritty. This coach was ranked number 13 last year. Comes in at number 8.
Oh, that would be
Steve Sarkisian. That's my guess.
Yes.
Lane Kiffin.
Ah.
Okay.
The next coach was number 10 last year, according to Stuart Mandel. He is now number 7. It's the head coach of the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, Marcus Freeman.
He's number 10?
No, he's number 7.
No, I know, but last year's number 10.
Yeah.
I'm surprised he's actually still not higher.
Thought he'd be higher.
Notre Dame bump.
This coach was number 3 last year. The Athletic has him at number 6.
Steve Sarkisian.
Kalen DeBoer.
Steve Sarkisian. Coming in at number 5, He was number 4. He fell one spot to number 5.
Kalen DeBoer.
Yeah.
Is that your final answer?
Mm-hmm.
It is Kalen DeBoer. Says this may seem high for a guy about whom Alabama fans have mixed feelings, but DeBoer reached 11 wins last year for the third time in 4 seasons as a Power 4 head coach. He's 54-14 since the 2021 season at Fresno State, and last year he led the Tide to the SEC title game and a first-round CFP win.
So we're at the top 4?
Now we're at the top 4.
Can I guess?
No.
I think I know.
We're both playing this game.
Do you want to guess the order? I think I know the order.
You think Lanning's next?
Go ahead, Smarty Pants.
Yeah, Dan Lanning's next.
Are you going to give me the rest?
Dan Lanning, Ryan Day, Kirby Smart, Signetti's number 1. That's my guess.
Are you concurring with Comrade?
Signetti's number 1.
You think Ryan Day's over Kirby?
No, I'm going to go Kirby 2, Ryan Day 3.
And I'll give y'all one more hint. And if you want to keep your answers, that's fine. If you want to add to it, whatever. At number 1, this coach was number 11 last year. At number 2, that coach was number 1 last year. The coach that's number 3 this year was number 2.
Okay.
And coming in at number 4, he was number 5.
So
last year.
Kirby is at 3, Ryan Day's at 2, Signetti's at 1, and that leaves in between Kirby and Kalen DeBoer at 5. Number 4 would be
Dan Lanning.
Dan Lanning.
I still think Kirby's 2.
So what's your final answer?
Day. So 1 is Signetti, 2 is Day, 3 Kirby, 4 Lanning. That's the way I think that Mandel put it.
1 Signetti, 2 Kirby, 3 Ryan Day, 4 Dan Lanning.
And the winner is Comrade Van Order.
Good.
You got it exactly right.
I felt good about that.
So you had Kirby 2?
2.
See, that's what I said originally, but I thought Stuart Mandel. It just seems like he's got it in for the SEC and the South and Greg Sankey and all of our relatives.
Very, very fair.
I will never forget, like, one of the first years he did this. Do you know where you and I were? We were doing a remote at the BJCC, and we were talking about this at this remote.
That's right.
And I remember the talk was we were about to be shut down because of this Chinese situation.
Yeah.
Situation.
The bat flu.
No, that's what we were. I mean,
I guess at that time that's.
Oh, we didn't know.
Yeah.
Huh.
No, so somebody came up to us and was like, "Hey, did you hear that there's something at some food something or another and some food flea market or something over in China where all these people got sick?" And we're at the BJCC within thousands of people.
And I think at that time my reaction was, "Have you seen Mandel's list?"
Fair.
Not knowing that the next, for us, year and a half, it would change drastically as far as our everyday. Doing a show from home
for some time. So that's Stuart Mandel. Kirk Signetti is number 1 on his coaching top 25. Meanwhile, you have Kalen DeBoer coming in at number, 5? Yeah.
Quickly, off of one of your Pat Ponders questions, our buddy Steve in Tuscaloosa. Hey, Steve, how are you?
Hey, good afternoon. I'm doing well.
Good.
I was listening to the Braves broadcast, and it was the Braves playing the Rangers, and it talked about how the Rangers were originally the Washington Senators. And Ben said it was the last game of the year, and nobody was in the stadium. Absolutely nobody. They started to close up concession stands. Ticket takers went home. Security was light. But an odd thing happened. As the game got further along in innings, more and more people showed up. The Senators were winning the game. I'm talking about maybe the 7th or the 8th inning, the fans started rioting. They started looting the stadium. They were tearing up seats. They jumped on the playing field, raided the Yankees dugout, stole the bats, the balls, helmets, anything they could get their hands on, gloves. Same thing's going on with the the Senators dugout. They were just stealing all over the place, tearing up the field. They had to call SWAT teams in there to try to control the rowdy crowd.
Wow.
Whoa.
That's amazing.
Wow.
And they were winning the game. The Senators were winning the game, and they had to forfeit to the Yankees.
That's amazing.
Well, Steve, and you remember the story Kansas football. Wasn't it Kansas football, Pat, that nobody was at the game, and then all of a sudden it looked like they were going to knock off, maybe it was Texas or somebody, and all
everybody.
the students and everybody
Texas.
on campus, Steve, starts running into the stadium to watch the end of this game.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of crazy. Steve in Tuscaloosa, we appreciate you listening, working hard out there.
When we come back, we'll give you an update from Nashville. We're 22 seconds away from crowning a winner between Kentucky and Missouri.
Tempers are flaring.
Tempers are flaring between the two.
I always took Mark Pope as kind of a gentle giant, so docile, not so much. It just means more here, right?
Yeah, we'll see how they sort that out. We'll also have something that Conrad he has seen that's been disgusting. It was probably the Americans making it to the World Baseball Classic quarterfinals. That's
a good call, partner. Update after tempers flaring in Nashville, the SEC basketball tournament. Missouri had cut the lead down to 1. Now Kentucky doing what they've done traditionally, rising up when they had to. Big Blue Nation, well attended there. We got Auburn and Tennessee coming up. A must-win game, according to bracketologists now for Auburn, as they're a 5.5-point dog to the Vols. But in Nashville right now, closing seconds, 12.2 to be exact, Kentucky leading Missouri, 75-70. But both of those teams are assumed to be in the NCAA tournament. So Dennis Gates going to make a third tournament in 4 years there in his tenure in Como. Conrad sees good. He sees bad. Sometimes if he sees something bad, it could be something good to us normal people. This is the worst thing that Conrad has seen.
This is the worst thing I've seen.
Been in quarantine, and I need to get out and party. Woo! What's better than beach and a few drinks and Jeeps? Man, it can't get better than that. Law enforcement's definitely made their visibility and made people chill out and not be as crazy. The cops are doing their job as long as they don't be mean to people who are actually being innocent. Then I'm all gravy, baby.
So that was the cut from her. That was Jeeps and beach and all of that stuff.
That was in Beaumont, Texas.
But
yes,
wasn't that pandemic?
Absolutely.
I wonder how she's doing.
They were the first ones to actually have any type of festival, and they were just like, screw everything. We're going to do it. Come have a good time.
Do you think now she looks back on that just 5 years later and she's now a mature adult and she goes, holy, I was so stupid back then. I was so crazy. Why did I do that? Or do you think it went the other way?
I just hope she knows that she's a part of a fan favorite segment on a radio show in Birmingham, Alabama.
It's all gravy, baby.
That's really what I'm
What did
hoping
you
for.
say?
Well, this might fall into the latter category where I think this is bad, but y'all might think it's good. So next week, we have a lot to look forward to with the NCAA tournament. Going to be a lot of fun. Spring football still going on, all that jazz. Unfortunately, though, the NBA has ruined what could have been a very special Monday for the Atlanta Hawks organization. The Atlanta Hawks had planned for a collaborative promotional night.
I love collabs.
With Magic City, the adult entertainment joint there in downtown Atlanta.
Yeah, me and you, we passed by that.
We did.
On the way to the
Yes, we did.
SEC championship game. I would not stop.
To the Hurley.
I begged and pleaded, but Pat
He told
said,
me
no, we
they
have
had
to go
great
home."
chicken fingers. That's what he told me.
Well,
So this is a gentleman's club?
it is a yes.
Yeah,
it
it's
is
right there.
a very infamous gentleman's club, from what I understand.
Okay.
And so they were going to have a collaborative promotional night on Monday during the Hawks game against the Orlando Magic, but the NBA, after widespread concern expressed by people around the league, they have intervened and told the Atlanta Hawks they have to cancel the festivities for Monday night. So some of the things that were scrapped, unfortunately, Atlanta Hawks and Magic City merchandise that was going to be available. So I'm assuming shirts, hoodies, things of that nature. Those will no longer be available. They were also going to do a live recording of a podcast. I'm not making this up. A live recording of a podcast with the Atlanta Hawks owner and the owner of Magic City. They were going to do a live broadcast at the game. However, all is not lost. If you are going to attend the game, there will still be a halftime performance from rapper T.I., and they are planning to add a special lemon pepper wing menu option at the game. at the
That's
concession
my
stands.
favorite wing is a lemon pepper wing.
They're good. They're really good, man.
I did not know that Magic City.
Allegedly, they are some of the best wings in the country, if you listen to Lou Williams.
It says, taste the wings that put world famous in Magic City. I thought we were the Magic City. We are the Magic City.
We are.
Why are they stealing stuff from us? There they go again, right?
Typical Atlanta.
Yeah.
They stole the SEC championship game from us.
Mm-hmm. Sure did. That's going to do it for us. Thanks for joining us. Lots of tournament talk beginning tomorrow. God is great.